nesajaguna inagigi ya vinabuga regilage nagoragoso ginangare ngera yengai aingalangi nesajaguna inagigi ya vinabuga regilage nagoragoso ginangare ngera yengai ingalangi nesajaguna.
Nearly 2 billion hectares of degraded land provide opportunities for restoration across the globe. This reflects one of the defining challenges of our time: land degradation and deforestation. Responding to this, the Restoration Initiative embarked on a mission to bridge the gap between restoration ambition and action, bringing local communities and decision-makers together to deliver impact. From the mangroves of Guinea-Bissau, Cameroon, and Sao Tome and Principe to the forests of China, Pakistan, Central African Republic, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. From the arid lands and river ecosystems in Kenya to agricultural landscapes in Tanzania. TRI has managed to overcome existing barriers to restoration through a diverse set of strategies responding to the uniqueness of each of its countries.
We were working in 3 languages over 2 continents with 10 projects. How do you bring that together to shape that into a real program? And I think that Jeff Council and Jeff Secretariat were really looking at how to make this work. Across these challenges, we were dealing with many different kinds of ecosystems, forests, mangroves, arid lands, and others. And somehow through all this, I think through a coherent package of sharing and learning and bringing expertise together, we forged a true program out of these very diverse pieces. And I think that's probably the real achievement of the Restoration Initiative, to demonstrate how that can be done.
Challenges at the start of each project were often linked to securing community buy-in and deciding on the best restoration techniques that respond to the landscape's ecology and people's needs, as with the project in Kenya's arid and semi-arid lands. Here, TRI worked with the communities to implement new technologies such as micro-catchment and Velerani restoration techniques, empowering participants and motivating neighboring partners to join in upscaling the efforts.
Rain is the first challenge. But 2 is education to the community. Some of the communities might think that this is a different project from the community, but afterwards now they have to understand that this is their own project. We are also now structured as a community to do it ourselves. Right now, through the education we got from this power project, now we are replicating on our own. We are now doing close to 100 acres on our own through direct community, because we have the skills, we have the techniques, we know the types of operators we use to do this.
Over time, several best practices have emerged from this community-driven approach that can guide future restoration efforts across the world. In Pakistan, socially bound demarcated forest plots and simple seed balls have supported the natural regeneration of the Chilgoza pine trees, with around 11 million seedlings emerging.
The first one is the ANR, Assisted Natural Regeneration. This was a bit of type of plots created in the forest area, which was demarcated through the GPS system, and then we socially bound the people to do not enter in that area for grazing purposes or for lopping or the other purposes. So after that, we have got a good result of the natural regeneration in those areas which were the socially bound by the local people. The next one is the seed ball. That was a technique, simple technique was adopted for the regeneration of the pine nuts trees in the ecosystem of the Chaloza pine nuts. We prepared simple a ball of mud and put a seed in that mud ball and throw it in the forest area.
One of the innovative aspects of TRI is its holistic approach to restoration, which integrates youth and gender empowerment. In Tanzania, women are a part of community groups such as the Village Natural Resources Committee and have been included as decision makers and drivers of restoration activities. This ensures support for the local women's group in farming and livestock keeping as alternative and sustainable income generating activities.
Mradi huu wa urejeshwaji wa mazingira, kwanza kabisa sisi tumepata elimu ya usindikaji wa maziwa, lakini pia kuangalia kwenye vitu ambavyo sasa ni maziwa, ambao ni chakula bora na ni chakula ambayo inaliwa na watu wote. Sisi tumefundishwa kuanzia kuandaa maziwa, jinsi ya kuandaa mpaka kupika, kuchemsha pale, tunaandaa kila kitu kwa ajili ya kusindika maziwa. Maziwa tukishachemsha tunafunika tayari, lakini pia kabla hatujanunua maziwa yale tunakuwa na kipimo. Tunapima maziwa yetu kama ni bora na ni nzuri. Baada ya hapo ndio tunaendelea kwa ajili ya uchemshaji mpaka kusindika. Lakini pia tumepata elimu hii ya kutenga yani maeneo. Kijiji chetu cha Matebete kimetenga maeneo maalum. Kuna eneo la marisho, lakini pia eneo la kilimo, lakini pia kuna eneo ambalo halilimwi na sio marisho, inakuwa nzuri tu kwa ajili ya hewa, lakini pia kwa ajili ya afya zetu.
In Guinea-Bissau, where mangroves cover 9% of the country, the youth were brought in to assist with the restoration of these crucial ecosystems. Rice fields were identified for either climate-smart agriculture or mangrove restoration strategies, which included promoting the natural regeneration of mangroves or manual mangrove planting by young people from the community.
Non seulement appuyant sur la jeunesse, mais donner la jeunesse un support d'animation, de la formation sur les techniques de reboisement et en même temps de favoriser pendant la journée, avant la journée, les sessions d'éducation et communication environnementale en privilégiant les ciné-débats dans différentes thématiques pour mobiliser les jeunes à la plantation de la mangrove.
The projects in the Democratic Republic of Congo and the Central African Republic were rooted in biodiversity conservation, with teams working alongside local and indigenous communities, whose active involvement spanned various aspects of the projects, from selecting restoration areas to choosing the species to be planted. Others introduced new approaches to restoration, with the China project incorporating a forest landscape restoration approach into the management of state-owned forest farms to improve the ecology, ecosystem services, and biodiversity. In Cameroon, the TRI project helped reintroduce native bamboo species not only for their use in restoring degraded areas, but also for their significant economic potential for local communities. Thanks to nationwide efforts, the TRI team in Sao Tome and Principe supported the creation of a National Forest and Landscape Restoration Roundtable, which laid the groundwork for the now adopted National FLR Plan that has been implemented in 4 landscapes. This supported the establishment of a network of over 81 nurseries to produce seedlings of endemic, high ecological value species and fruit trees, as well as the inception and rollout of the country's first payment for ecosystem services to generate verified carbon claims and/or carbon credits for the global voluntary carbon markets. In the end, sustainability and long-term impact is at the heart of TRI, which made policies that support and enabled forest and landscape restoration a key focus. Since the start of the TRI program, more than 62 policies have been strengthened and adopted across countries. Among others, TRI's work also gave life to a national mangrove law and national mangrove restoration and management strategy in Guinea-Bissau, the Harmonized Action Plan for the Restoration of Degraded Land and Forest Landscapes in Cameroon, 2 major policy reports in China, as well as climate change action and development plans in Kenya's Lamu and Tana River counties. Undoubtedly, the Restoration Initiative is a testament to how working on policy, governance, technical and financial enabling conditions can unlock the implementation of forest and landscape restoration at scale.
Tumeshuhudia mabadiliko mengi kupitia huu mradi wa restoration. Kwanza watu wametambua umuhimu wa kulinda mazingira yao, na watu wamepata elimu ya kuweza kuiboresha hii hali ya restoration na kimazingira jumla. Hivyo watu wameweza kufahamu kwa kwamba kumbe miti tunavyoikata ovyo ndivyo tunazidi kujimaliza kimaisha. Maana mazingira yakiwa mazuri na maisha yetu yatakuwa mazuri.